At that point, there's another coyote in the sidewalk the way I had just come, another in the street. They are surrounding me, just standing there.
Who are you?
My name's Christen.
Christen here is an old friend. We've known him for years.
Christen brought some really crazy AR prank technology into the office. Roman come up with this?
Yeah, Roman Atwood product here.
Just a normal, innocent poker chip. You put it on your hand, and it tracks.
It tracks it, and it's able to kind of give you this,
onto your hand.
This AR feel of a spider being on your hand.
Yeah.
Well, the prank part of this, though, there's a little sleight of hand involved. Prop spider was so sticky. When you're positioning it, you just kind of stick it there and they don't even feel it. So then when you tell them it's on your hand, close it, don't let them get it out, and then you tell them to put it back on their phone, that's where your scare is.
Now you know who's going to really, really enjoy this?
I live near the mountains up in like Glendale. Being near the mountains, there's lots of like wild animals. I was walking my dog last night, and then all of a sudden Obi starts pulling at his leash, like just hardcore wanting to go, as if he saw another dog or a squirrel. Just like, I'm like, oh, that's weird. And that's when I noticed there's a coyote in the sidewalk just standing there, about 6 feet from where Obi was standing. I'm like, oh, hello, coyote. Normally at this point, coyotes run away. They're very skittish. Most of them are usually a little bit larger than Obi, but this coyote was easily 3 or 4 times larger. It was like maybe up to my knees. I walk around the corner and I see 2 more just standing in the sidewalk, staring at me. One comes out from behind a car and another comes out from behind a house. And so now there's 5 coyotes in my path, staring at me. I might just turn around and go back the way okay. At that point, there's another coyote in the sidewalk the way I had just come, another in the street, and then another out in the intersection, because I was at a corner. 3 coyotes and then 5 coyotes. They are surrounding me, just standing there.
They were trying to eat you?
No, I don't think the coyotes are trying to eat me, but I have heard stories from them chasing down dogs who aren't on leashes. Okay. I pick up Obi, kind of don't know what to do. So I stare at those 5 coyotes and I'm like, all right, and just run at them. They scattered immediately. I was like, okay, whew. But now I felt a little emboldened, so I kept chasing them. I was like chasing these coyotes down the street. Obi's like, meanwhile the coyotes are scattering everywhere. One goes across the lawn and starts pooping in the lawn, staring at me. I'm like, this big coyote just popping a squirrel, looking over his shoulder at me across the street like, I dare you. Pinches it off and takes off running. I had never experienced that before. That was easily the most coyotes I'd ever seen, the largest coyotes, and I've never seen them that focused before. Okay, it is time to talk about Audible. I'm using this as an excuse to talk about one of my favorite books. And this book is called Mistborn. It's from my favorite author, Brandon Sanderson, and it's actually the first of a trilogy, this one being The Final Empire. It is a fantasy novel with one of the coolest magic systems I've ever experienced. It's a cross between Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, and Attack on Titan. Imagine a world where everyone is oppressed by an evil dictator who's essentially immortal and has been in power for 1,000 years. People have tried killing him before. He's been stabbed, he's been flayed, burned alive, decapitated. He always just grows his body back. This story in particular actually follows the efforts of a crew of thieves. They're tired of the caste system that pits the nobility versus all the peasants. In the book they're called ska. But they're all just like, it's Holocaust levels of just like, oof, wouldn't want to live there, that's brutal, everyone dies. They decide to take on the suicidal task of killing the Lord Ruler and toppling the Final Empire. But this is a suicidal task that is about as impossible as it sounds. But in this world, there are people with special abilities, and they're very rare, but every now and then a person will snap awake with one of a selection of different powers. These people are called mistings, and they can have powers such as the ability to have better hearing and eyesight, or the ability to enhance their bodies so that they have more strength and better balance, or even the ability to influence the emotions around them. But what's even more rare is when a person snaps with all of the powers, and those people are called Mistborn. They are so dangerous and lethal, they're essentially one-man armies. In fact, our 2 main characters in this book are Mistborn. Mistborn are so lethal because of this other set of abilities called metal pushing. So you can either push metal away from you or pull metal towards you. So for things like coins, you can be like, whoosh. But the issue there is that if the piece of metal is too big or stuck, you have to move instead. So if you push against a piece of metal that is like huge, you go flying. So what that means is that a simple coin suddenly becomes either a weapon or a transportation device. And it's super cool because you can like push a coin into the ground and you go flying up into the air. So now coins become like, and that's why I love this series so much, is because Sanderson created this magic system that like obeys the laws of physics somehow. Whoa! Oh, and this series has like the coolest set of villains ever. They're called Steel Inquisitors, and they have these massive, like foot-long metal spikes pressed through their eye sockets and out the back of their head. They're very mysterious and very creepy, but they have all the same abilities as a Mistborn, but they're more powerful. They have these glass axes that they like to just behead everyone around them. But when Steel Inquisitors and Mistborns start fighting, it's so cool. Audible itself has like this unmatched collection of audiobooks. I listen to it every day on my way to work, on walks and all kinds of stuff. It's great, I highly recommend it. I'm just legitimately infatuated with this service. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to Audible for sponsoring this video. If you want to get your 30-day trial and get this book for free, you can go to audible.com/SamandNico. And once you get really into it and read all of the books, you become as hardcore of a fan as I am.
Do you want to see this cool AR thing that Christen has?
AR thing?
Yeah.
Dude, you're speaking my language.
So you gotta hold this chip.
Poker chip?
Oh, well, yeah. So it goes.
like
It works with it now. So hold my phone real
tracks the
quick.
chip.
So I know you're a little creeped up by spiders, but it's just AR. Don't worry, it's just AR.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Let me look at.
Why?
So watch. Look, watch.
Hold on, hold on.
Stay still. Stay still. Stay still.
You're gonna mess the track up.
Ready? Now watch.
It's just planar tracking.
Yeah, totally. Ready? Oh my gosh. So wait. Just stay calm. Let it crawl around for a little bit. Let it crawl around. Okay, stop it. Don't let it get out. Close your hand. Close your hand so it doesn't get out. Close your hand. Now watch. With crazy technology nowadays.
No, don't
Put
you-
it into my phone. Put it into my phone. Flip the chip over and put it back into my phone.
Scare him that bad.
I didn't think it was getting that bad.
We're so sorry. We thought you just might freak out a little bit.
I was gonna save it for your birthday too and all, but I figured it was a fun little birthday prank and
Kicked the wall, my toe is in a lot of pain right now. That was good.
it's pretty cool though.
I should have seen that coming because I've seen this prank before. I just now realized. That was smooth. I'll give you that. Welcome to the team, Christian.
That was true horror.
Look at how you just run into that wall.
I like how you ran into the wall, and it was like a combination of head and hands with kicking at the same time. And
I
it's
did-
just like, "Gah! Give me something to fucking bounce on. Gah!"
I didn't hit my head.
Have you ever heard of like augmented reality? And then